And welcome to the listing ceremony of Precision Camshafts Limited. I now invite our dignitaries on stage. We begin with Mr. Yatin Shah, CMD of Precision Camshafts Limited. Let's hear a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Dr. Suhasini Shah, Director of Precision Camshafts Limited. Mr. Rajendra Joshi, Director and CFO. Ms. Varsha Purandare, SBI Capital Markets Limited. Mr. Rakesh Singh, HDFC Bank Limited. Mr. Nipun Goel, IIFL Holdings Limited. And Mr. Neeraj Kulshrestha, Chief of Business Operations, BSc. Thank you very much, and may I request all our dignitaries to kindly step down to light the auspicious lamp. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the opening address by SBI Capital Markets Limited, Ms. Varsha Purandare. Please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Purandare.
Mr. Yatin Shah, Dr. Suhasini Shah, other dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you and a very good morning. On behalf of Precision Camshaft Limited and the book runners, SBI Capital Markets, HDFC Bank, IIFL Holdings, I take great pleasure in welcoming all of you to the listing ceremony of Precision Camshaft. Precision Camshaft is a prominent player in the automobile components industry. It is a living example of the Make in India vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, as it supplies over 150 varieties of camshafts to the countries across the globe, including countries like USA, Germany, South Korea, UK, and China, manufactured at their facilities in Solapur. The management of Precision Camshaft has showcased precision not just in engineering capabilities, but also in financial prudence, operational agility, long-standing client relationship, and professional team building to run and grow the business. The very fact that the company not only launched its IPO in these times of volatile and uncertain, difficult period when the economic scenario is not too favorable, but also had a very successful response to the issue, speaks volumes of the strength of the company and the capability and the confidence of the entrepreneur. I congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Shah on this momentous achievement and wish them all the best for their future and the listing gains for today. Precision offered approximately 22 million shares through the book building route in the price band of 180 to 186 rupees. The issue was oversubscribed close to 2 times overall and 2.7 times in the QIB category, excluding anchors, close to 2 times in the retail category. I also take this opportunity to thank the investors for showing their faith in the management of the company, and I am sanguine that in the times to come, the company will be a wealth creator for all its stakeholders. Last but not the least, I must compliment my team for their untiring efforts to make this issue a great success. It was a great learning experience for all of us associated with this issue. We thoroughly enjoyed working with Mr. Shah and his team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And I now invite Mr. Yatin Shah, CMD Precision Camshafts Limited, to address all of us.
Respected dais, assembled broker community, members of the press, and friends, a very good morning to all of you. On behalf of Precision Camshafts Limited, I'd like to thank all of you for being here to witness this momentous occasion of the listing of PCL on the Bombay Stock Exchange. It is indeed an honor to be standing in this hall and addressing this distinguished gathering as PCL completes a significant milestone in its journey. The product that we manufacture is the mechanical heart of the engine. The efficiency, power, compression depends on how good this product is engineered and manufactured. It takes roughly 2 years to develop a product like this. Since we commenced business in 1992, we've always been committed to harnessing new technologies, following best practices and processes in business. This has been the hallmark of our success. Testimony of this is our commitment to harness newer technologies that may revolutionize the powertrain in years to come, such as the sliding cams. We see this being used by many OEMs in the years to come, and PCL would like to be at the forefront by offering these technologies to global OEMs around the world. Despite challenges over the last 20 years, we have been able to sustain our growth as it's reflected in our financial performance. We believe that this remarkable achievement is largely the result of our employees and their zest to achieve best operational efficiency while meeting global customer requirements whom we have long partnerships. We believe there are some very exciting times ahead of us as we enter new domains, markets, customers. We also see further consolidation of business, where at this point of time there are about 5 serious players in the business that we operate. Acquisitions will play a very vital role as we move forward. PCL, ladies and gentlemen, is a medium-stroke long-term debt with strong fundamentals. Our vision is to become a global engineering company in the next 5 years. The PCL IPO and listing is just not a landmark event in the history of PCL, but it's also for the capital market, as it will be forever remembered to be the first issue of 2016 to be done under 100% ASBA route and listing with T+6 basis. In spite of challenging market conditions and the teething problems related to the new process, the IPO was oversubscribed over 1.9x, with 1.7 lakh applicants reinforcing their faith in PCL. This places a greater sense of responsibility on PCL as we welcome these new stakeholders to the PCL family. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all those who have encouraged, supported, and believed in our journey of growth. I'd like to express our gratitude to the Board of Directors, employees, the Stock Exchange, the IPO Working Group, SBI Capital Markets, HDFC Bank, IIFL, Amarchand team, Concept, and all other intermediaries for their services and support. We hope to strengthen this partnership in the future as we embark on a new journey that lies ahead of us after being a listed company. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Neeraj Kulshrestha, Chief of Business Operations, BSE, to address all of us.
A very good morning to everyone. As I welcome you all to this listing ceremony of the BSE's youngest member, Precision Camshaft Limited. I would like to extend our hearty congratulations to the Precision Camshaft family, in particular Mr. Yatin Shah, Dr. Suhasini Shah, Shri Ravindra Joshi, and all the merchant bankers, that is India Infoline, SBI Capital Markets, and HDFC Bank. Most of you present here are aware that BSE is one of the oldest exchanges. In fact, we were established in 1875, and this year, that means this financial year, we have actually completed 140 years. We are celebrating this momentous achievement, and each time a company gets listed with us, we narrate the proud listings that have already taken place in this convention hall. My heartiest congratulations once again to the family on this joyous occasion, as it brings about a new responsibility and a new role into your forte of whatever you have been doing with so many new stakeholders and so many new shareholders. But I'm sure as an organization, you will certainly live up to it, sir. And we wish you all the best. BSE has helped create a lot of wealth for a lot of investors. And with the current market capitalization of 100 lakh crores, we are one of the top 10 exchanges, and we are the fastest exchange in the world with a response time of 6 microseconds. A fact which very few people would understand, but in the new technological revolution, this is a very significant achievement for us. And with this public issue, where you have around, I think, 1.7 lakh investors, I think that's a very significant addition to your own family as well. We welcome you once again, and we extend our hearty congratulations and wish you and your team all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now from HDFC Bank Limited, I invite Mr. Rakesh Singh to address all of us.
Good morning, everyone. Winters are generally very tough times, and this winter was also a very tough and challenging time. I think last 2 weeks of December, Mr. Shah, from investor to investor offices, we wanted to solicit support. And I think to generate support during a Chinese slowdown, markets coming down, trying to launch an issue, in the midst of that, trying to be even braver to be the first one to foray into the market was really a tough task. So I commend definitely the management and to have taken that step, repose confidence in the bankers and to put this issue in such a tough market condition. This being the first issue to come after the whole Chinese episode of markets and the route which the market saw in the last week of December and right through. So to launch this issue was a big challenge. So compliments to everyone. So the other interesting anecdote is, we often as bankers get questioned, is the pricing right? I think generally we get questioned. Now there is a little looking in hindsight. I think the retail response to the issue was phenomenal. 2 times plus on a retail is clearly a very phenomenal response. On a very lighter note, we are generally accused of mispricing issues when issues go 50, 60 times. The issue's also gone reasonably okay. I think from a purely very macro point, we were talking yesterday evening with Mr. Shah, it is a 40 billion industries. The whole auto industry is a $40 billion industry, expected to go to about $200 billion industry in about 2026. This is key to the Make in India initiative of the government, and the industry ACMA believes that this is the future for where manufacturing is to come from. So I hope President Camshaft is absolutely in the right niche of business, and I hope investors who have participated in the issue, institutional, retail, everyone, we thank them all, and we hope you will have definitely a very good future and a good investment which you have made in this company. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now we have the presentation of the mementos. The first one is given by BSE to the chairman, Mr. Neeraj Kulshrestha, to Mr. Yatin Shah. From Mr. Yatin Shah to Mr. Neeraj Kulshrestha. Mr. Yatin Shah to SBI Capital Markets Limited, Ms. Varsha Purandare. Mr. Yatin Shah to HDFC Bank Limited, Mr. Rakesh Singh. Mr. Yatin Shah to IIFL Holdings Limited, Mr. Nipun Goel. I invite next the legal advisors Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. Next, invite the registrar of the company, Link in Time. I next invite the agency of the company, Concept Communication. Thank you very much. And now to give us the vote of thanks, I invite Mr. Nipul Goen of IIFL Holdings Limited to address all of us. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Yatin Shah and Precision Camshaft for reposing faith in IIFL and giving us an opportunity to lead manage the IPO of the company. PCL, as has been discussed, is a shining example of Make in India, a company which has attained global scale and leadership in its chosen vertical. I would also like to thank the other BRLNs and the broking community for their strong contribution in marketing the IPO. It was a strong success despite market volatility and challenging regulatory conditions, it being the first IPO under mandatory retail ASBA. I would like to thank the legal counsels to the transaction, Shardul Amachand Mangadas team, for their cooperation throughout the transaction. We would also like to thank Link in Time, the registrar to the issue, who did a splendid job, given that it was the first IPO in T+6 and mandatory ASBA. I would also like to thank Concept, the PR agency, for managing the IPO PR efficiently. I would like to conclude, Mr. Yatin Shah and Precision team, all the very best for a successful listing and future business endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, we've got about 3 minutes to go. Is there anybody from here that would like to say something about the company? Anybody from the desk would like to add on?
Okay, I don't mind. I'll just give an incident. See, I joined SBI Caps about 4 months back, and this is my first IPO that I am facing. And I come from SBI, and I had not much idea about how this was going. And I remember, like the HDFC person said, these were tough times. And Mr. Yatin Shah came to meet me. That was my first meeting with him, and in my office. And he told me that I am confident about the company. I am confident about my products. Either you give me the price that I am asking from your investors, or I'm going to close this issue. I don't want to take it anymore. It only goes to show that what is the confidence level of the entrepreneur, right? We were very worried because those were very difficult times, and they were very challenging. It was very volatile, and we didn't know when we opened whether it would happen. So that is what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was so impromptu and that was so nice of you. Thank you so much. And I invite all our dignitaries to kindly get closer to the gong. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to assist me with the countdown. You can sit and give me the countdown. I can see the excitement beginning already. All right, there we go. 7, 6, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Congratulations to Precision Camshafts Limited. A real nice big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to Precision Camshafts Limited. Congratulations once again.